An enemies list is what dictators do. The Trump White House is once again targeting a media outlet, but this time it's different because I'm the person that the White House is targeting. Yesterday, I found a page on the official federal government White House website called David Pakman. The Trump White House has a page about me. I will tell you exactly how to find it because some people wrote in and said, I don't know that this page is real. You go to whitehouse.gov. You go to menu, media, media offenders. You scroll down. It defaults to CNN. You go to the second page of media offenders and you see a page called leftist influencers. And there it lists David Pakman. And here is the David Pakman page. The White House is now targeting me. The White House wants me deplatformed. The White House is trying to suppress my speech by designating me a media offender. We now have put aside the implications for a moment. Think about how this has scaled and changed, okay? First, he went after the elected Democrats. These are his political opponents. Okay. Then it was prosecutors, judges, investigators, universities, law firms, major corporate news organizations, public broadcasters, and now it's independent creators. They're saying, here's a list of people we want to identify as enemies to our supporters. And whether that means that it pushes YouTube and other platforms to deplatform me, or whether that means that it weaponizes Trump supporters against me, either cybernetically, from the standpoint of cyber, not cybernetically, cyberly, to quote Mike Pillow, or even violently. This is absolutely chilling. I saw a comment about this on social media saying, this is equal. David, you talk about them and then they put you on a list. It's all fair. It's all the same. There is a fundamental difference between a commentator criticizing his government, which is what I'm doing, and the government creating a catalog of critics and people that they have decided are not people who deserve a voice. One is accountability. We hold the government accountable. The other is raw authoritarianism. And remember that these Trump supporters spent years arguing the government shouldn't decide what the truth is. Government shouldn't police speech. Government shouldn't pressure media. Government's creating an enemies list of media critics has a very long and troubling history. You look at the Soviet government, which maintained records of journalists, writers, and intellectuals and people deemed hostile to the state. You look at Viktor Orban's government and allied organizations that put out these lists of journalists and academics that are enemies, and maybe they're foreign agents. They're certainly our opponents. And the closest American parallel, if we want to look for one, is the Nixon White House, which had a list of, it was an actual enemies list of journalists, politicians, activists, donors, and critics. And so when you look at history, when governments become hostile to criticism, they often stop arguing with journalists about the merits of what they're saying. They start labeling them. These are our enemies. They do lists and registries and blacklists and foreign agents lists and all of this stuff. So a couple of important things that I'm going to mention. Number one, they can brand me a media offender. They can brand me a leftist influencer, or they have me categorized as left-wing lunacy on their page, all of this different stuff. We're going to keep going. And the fact that there are very few of us identified in this way by whitehouse.gov means that I've hit a nerve. Now, the issue they're mad at me about relates to Trump's health. And that is further evidence that this is an area of sensitivity. They know people are, listen, when we've been covering Trump's health for a long time, tens of millions of views on that issue. People care, and the White House cares. That is important. Now, when the full force of the federal government turns its attention on you, really bad things can happen. I'm talking to lawyers. I'm talking to advisors. We don't really know the full scope of what we're up against yet. What are they going to try to do with the people on this list? So listen, this is the red alert. It's no longer, they might. No. It's now. We are under attack in a way we have never been by any administration before. A month ago, Caroline Levitt and Don Jr. started tweeting against the David Pakman Show, weaponizing their followers against me. And now I'm on a list. Folks, the list is here. So at a minimum, the bigger we are, the more noise we're able to make if and when they come after us. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube, folks. It costs nothing. Make sure that on our non-algorithmic platforms, Spotify and Apple Podcasts, you're following the podcast. It costs nothing. Leave us a rating on Apple and Spotify. It costs nothing. If you can get a membership at joinpakman.com, please do. It really matters right now. But just following us on platforms, sharing this out, commenting. Tuesday, we are doing a one-day membership drive, and it's gone from being something positive and nice for the summer into the White House is targeting us. We need to do a membership drive. We don't know what we're up against. I would love it for you to get on my newsletter. It's free. You go to substack.davidpakman.com. Just get on my free newsletter. Tuesday, you'll get an email with how to sign up under this discount. But at minimum, make sure you're following me on whatever platform you're seeing this on. It's happening now. They're doing it. We're on the radar. We've struck a nerve. And if I have anything to say about it, I'm not going to stop. I know my team isn't going to stop. We're making a difference, but this is a really important time for you to get involved.